Each name has a different meaning, okay? That's the Emperor energy. Taking accountability for your name, taking accountability for your energy. We're getting into the next 48 hours. I was talking with my guy friend this morning, and we were talking about the meanings of our names. And, you know, hearing the meaning of his name, which means being able to get through all difficulties and finding opportunities in all things. That's what his name means. And a lot of times we don't realize, like, when we name our kids, like, we're putting a spell on them. Okay? So my name means advisor. And you know how I was telling you all that I've been talking with myself and my higher self, and my higher self wants to go by my real name again? Because Spirit was like, why are you running from your real name when your real name represents you? It's who you are. Okay? When we name our children and what we call them and identify, we're putting a spell energy on them. And when we call ourselves by that and tell others, we're sealing it in. We're sealing the deal of that energy. And it gives a vibe of, do you know who you are? And it makes me think of when God was asked that, the answer was, I am that I am. I am who I say I am. I am that who I define myself to be. I am everything. Who are you this season? Who are you this season? I ran from my name because my name connected me to a lineage that I didn't feel fully connected to. So I wanted to have my own define of what that looks like. But now my understanding of it is totally different. Now we all have a meaning, we all have a purpose, we all have an understanding of something and how we utilize it. But remember, this rain is washing away everything. Okay? You remember, we can't hide under the rain. The wind. Them cheap umbrellas can't last with the wind, baby. Okay? It got to be durable. So everything in these next 48 hours is like the aftermath of the eclipse, okay? Mixed in with the retrograde energies. Don't go flying away with the fucking umbrella. Let that bitch go. Let it go. Let it go. Put your hood on. Run your ass home or to the store or to the car and just get a better umbrella now. Let it go. Who are you? Because a lot of the umbrellas that we use to shield ourselves, it's just a costume. You know what I'm saying? Like costume jewelry. Okay? Costume jewelry, after a while, it fades. It doesn't hold its weight anymore. This is given the same thing of, you got durable shoes and clothes that last a long time, and you got some things that last 1 or 2 wears. Okay? This is given tailor-made energy. It's given like a tailor-made suit. And I don't know if someone in the next 48 hours, like, a word is going to come up like a formal event or something, or you're called to get a tailor-made suit or a tailor-made dress, something that's made specifically for you. I'm hearing like prom, so like your child may want like a tailor-made dress or suit. It represents them, okay? Or even looking into tailor-made, okay? It's something about having something one of a kind to you and your body. It makes you be responsible with your body too. You know, like you can't just be like, oh, it's a medium. Like, it's mine. I remember getting my first tailor-made dress. I was in Ghana. My first tailor-made dress was in Ghana. Absolutely love it. I got a skirt and I got a dress. Fits me perfect. Well, it fit me perfect. I'd have changed just a little bit. But it's something about having something that is made specifically for you. That says a lot. And so something is coming up in these next 48 hours about something being made specifically for you. So we talked about the names, we talked the lightning. Literally the lightning. So your name, clothes, home, everything of yours was made specifically for you. It's yours. No one else's. I came in like a wrecking ball. Came in like a wrecking ball. Y'all hear this shit, right? Y'all just heard something fall, right? Literally that thunder rumbled the ground. What fell? I came in like a wrecking ball. Y'all, I don't see nothing. What in the what? I know y'all heard that shit fall. I know y'all heard that fall. I know y'all heard it fall. Okay? Ain't nothing fall over here. It sounded like it was in the bathroom. Ain't nothing fall. Everything is literally what it was. Literally, everything is what it was what it was. Feel like that's confirmation. Feel like this confirmation. That's weird. It sounded like it was back like in the hallway in the bathroom, but ain't nothing fall. I feel like that's just spirit confirming. Like, I feel like it's the collective ancestor energy confirming, because I said I came in like a wrecking ball. It literally showed wreckage, like your energy dropping shit, your shit, you know what I'm saying, making its presence known. So I feel like it was a confirmation of energy. Honestly, I feel like it was my energy, if you want to be honest. I feel like it was my energy, because that's where the confirmation's been coming in with each thunder and each lightning too. And so It feels like confirmation just in the energy of the power of what we were talking about, the power of your energy. So even, for example, in there, we talk about that a lot, of making sure we're not giving our power away, because sometimes we give our power to our ancestors when in reality it was us. In reality, it was our divine direct connection. You get what I'm saying? Like sometimes, yeah, we go through our ancestral energy as an intercession, but we don't have to go through as an intercession. We have a divine connection. We can go straight to the source as well. You know what I'm saying? So knowing when it's your energy and when it's another energy that's coming through with what's being said and what's being done. And that's a strong vibe with everything in our life too. Like what and who we give credit to. You know what I'm saying? Knowing what and who truly deserves that, what gave it. And it's no offense to anything or, you know, anyone else. It's just that, you know, that's another thing too. Why are we made to feel bad about giving ourselves credit or like patting ourselves on the back? Y'all ever notice that? People call them too cocky, too full of themselves, all that jazz. That don't make people feel weird. And I'm not talking about you. This is just giving me the vibe of this energy in general. Like, that don't make people feel weird. Like, they tell you to feel less than. They tell you, like, you shouldn't be hype. You shouldn't be. Now, yes, there a time and place of showing it. Yes, time and place, right? I'm not going to go to someone else's place and show that. So, for example, I jumped on TikTok recently, and this video was shown to me of someone talking about a spiritual worker. They were talking about how their ego and all they did was answer a question, and the spiritual worker blocked them and all that jazz. And my spirit told me they did more to answer a question, because I've blocked people before too, because my spirit knows when someone has deeper intentions. And when I, of course, being TikTok, messy ass TikTok, messy ass TikTok, okay? Welcome, Pooh. It showed the follow-up video, and the lady said the lady was advertising her services in her comments. My spirit said that's exactly what was happening. Okay? That's exactly what was happening, because people do that a lot of times, especially if they're trying to build their platform. They try to build off of someone else. So what they'll do is they'll disguise what they're saying as a way to advertise themselves, right? So yeah, saying, oh, I'm just answering a question, but you're doing this in a malleous way because you want them to look at your profile. You want them to see what you're selling and what you're doing, versus you wanting to give support in that. So I noticed that when they give compliments and they include themselves in the compliment was never for me. The compliment was for you. So you are not able to just give me a compliment. You have to add yourself to that compliment. You get what I'm saying? So you have to pay attention to energies of people and how they move in that way as well. Okay? You have to watch how people move in that way as well. You know, some people who still ain't even told me congratulations on being a doctor. They refuse to even call me doctor, because they know me as Mo. That's why I'm changing my name. You don't have, you know what I'm saying? Like, because they are not able to congratulate that. They're not able to see me from something different. They can't even call me doctor because they have a hard time seeing me in that accomplishment. Because they're not attached to that. They're not attached to that part. I hate when people do that in a professional sense. Like, I'm gonna be honest, I hate when people do that in a professional sense. You know, I don't go to my therapist and call my therapist by their first name. I don't, you know what I'm saying? Like, and if they change their name, I call them by their name. My doctor, same thing. It's a respect thing. I don't call my teacher by my teacher's first name. Every teacher has always been professor or doctor or Mr. or Mrs. And I clocked that. I clocked quite a few people who've done that. You know what I'm saying? They ignore the post when I talk about me being a doctor, but they show up in all the other spaces. You get what I'm saying? It's like, you got to clock and observe that shit. You got to clock and observe it. In these next 48 hours, you really going to be able to clock and observe some shit. Because the reality is, there's some people, and like I said, I'm not saying that anyone is better, different, whatever the case is. We have different levels and different lanes. But some people have a hard time accepting the new you. So these next 48 hours is something strong around that new you. Okay? That's what it is. This Emperor energy, this is walking in your power and your energy. Either you're going to respect and put some respect on that shit. You know what I'm saying? Or you don't deserve to be in my presence because you don't see me for who I am. You see me for who you remember me to be, or who you want to remember me as. And we see that a lot as Black women, where energy and people try to downplay you, who you are, what you offer. So they want discounts on your services. They get mad when you price yourself at your worth, because they'll pay it to the white person. They'll pay it to the person they don't know, because they feel like you're supposed to accept the less. You're supposed to accept the less. I know you. I wish I would give you that. Well, I know you. So they'll go give it to a stranger who is living a lie, because they think they know you because of what they used to know of your old you. They haven't accepted the new you. They don't know you after your life experiences, your training, certifications, graduations. They don't know you after all of that, but they think they do. It's a mindset thing. Someone is going to be revealed to you in the next 48 hours who have that mindset. They've had this mindset. That's why their energy has been shifting, because as your energy has been shifting, the rain has been revealing them. The rain has been revealing them. It's been revealing their true self. And it's not a bad thing. Let me make sure I keep making that point clear. Because someone can have respect in a certain aspect, but you need to see it's subtle signs that go in with it. Put it that way. Subtle signs. Subtle signs. What's up with this Emperor energy the next 48 hours? Success with the Six of Pentacles. You standing on business and standing on who you are literally brings in more success, because you're not limiting yourself. When you don't stand up and speak that shit out, it's like you kind of like letting the shit happen. You letting it happen. You get what I'm saying? So you tell someone you don't like something, right? They go and do it anyway, then say they know you don't like it. They disrespecting you, baby. So what you gonna do? You gonna stand on business, or you gonna let it slide? You gonna stand on business of what you said out loud? The contract you made with society? Or are you going to accept the sly disrespect they just gave you? They literally said they know you don't like this, but they literally just canceled out everything and told you that they don't give a fuck about what you said you don't like. Okay? So you got to speak out to energy. You got to speak out to energy. Okay? Because if not, the energy will keep playing in your face, especially if it doesn't see it. Especially if it doesn't see it. So with this success energy, there's some success coming because of some standards that you set. Okay? There's some success that's happening because of something that you took responsibility over with this Empress energy. I mean, the Emperor energy. Something is successful. Two of Wands at the bottom of the deck. Something is successful because you took the initiative to do something. And this could even be linking with the right space or the right energy. You know what I'm saying? Right person, whatever the case is. You know how they say, like, when the right people get together, magic is made? It could be that same thing. Yeah, Princess of Swords. So there's some information. There's some information that you're going to receive in the next couple days that this is interesting because this makes me think about Tonks. And Tonks is actually related to the blacks. But Tonks' energy, she chose another path. Princess of Swords. Give me a clarifier. Ace of Swords. So the Ace of Swords to clarify the Princess of Swords. This is communicating, speaking, your thought process. You see this Falcon energy. You may have been seeing a lot of symbolism of big birds, very big birds. But different symbolism of big birds. This Ace of Swords coming out to clarify the Princess of Swords. So speaking up, throat chakra energy. You know, today is the first day that I don't have symptoms. For 2 weeks, I was down bad. Down bad. Okay, I had a whole week off of work where I didn't do anything, unplanned. And it set me back really bad. Okay? But I was just like, you know, I'm just going, shit, I'm a G at this. I'm flexible as fuck. I can make this shit work. You know what I'm saying? The throat was the prominent thing. That was the last symptom. Okay? Throat chakra is clearing with this energy. That's just collective. Remember, as within, so without, as above, so below. So what I'm experiencing, there's something happening within the universal energy, also in the spiritual, mental energy that this is happening. Okay. So what this is giving in this spiritual aspect is that there is a clearing for you to be able to speak, like a way being made. So like, as I see the wind, because swords connect to wind, I see like the wind blowing off, the path. So a lot of people who were recently sick, you feeling better now. You starting the process of feeling better. Okay. Because it's all symbolic of the change of the season. And the energy, and this one was the strongest. I've never had this to this length. I ain't been sick in over a year, y'all. Like, I ain't never had it to this extent, okay, of how down bad I was. And that's what lets me know of how powerful this energy shift is that we're in right now, okay? So there is a clearing that is happening that makes it, I didn't delete any messages. YouTube probably flagged it because it did show up a couple messages that it wanted me to review, but I didn't click on it. So it's probably, that's what they did. It was probably a word or something in there and they flagged the message. And I only have one moderator. So unless he looked at it and said, he probably, you know what I'm saying, he'd jump in and out, child. But this is giving a path being cleared. Okay. Oh, thank you, Pooh. Yeah, it was YouTube. I didn't see it. So you was out for 2 weeks too? All my symptoms were 2 weeks too. Like, it was something spiritual going on. I felt it. And that's why I posted that reading. I mean, not reading, but that message on the community tab. You know what I'm saying? Of the clearing. Like, it felt like a clearing of energy. And we were told to not try to stop it. Okay? We were told to not try to fight it and rush it to stop. It was a process. And sometimes we try to force shit and try to force a process and not let spirit and the universe handle things how it needs to handle it. Okay? And so sometimes we want to control everything. And, oh, I can knock it out by taking this tea or doing. Yeah, I got all the shit here to do it. But spirit kept telling me I would have one glass and spirit would say, lay your ass down. Okay? And so with that energy, it's like, spirit is basically saying, you and your energy, allow yourself to receive. You don't have to do too much. And we've been talking about that a lot lately, right? Of doing too much. Okay? Yes, getting your voice back, Lindra, same thing. Same thing. Same thing. I didn't want to do, my body literally told me, I got you. Because that's sometimes a part of capitalism, y'all. Us trying to force our body's natural flow. So yeah, we got what we need to get through these things, but we're out of order when we're trying to force certain things and our body wants us to slow down. You know what I'm saying? So those who were on this frequency, the throat was being realigned. The throat was being realigned. So that the speaking, it aligns with, y'all know how we were just talking about the night of batons. Okay? Because a lot of times we're like, oh, I know what I'm doing, or, oh, I can fix this, oh, I can do that. When in reality, spirit was saying, you don't know shit, lay down. That's literally what spirit was saying, you don't know shit, lay down. Literally. Because sometimes we be such know-it-alls when in reality, in the situation, we're supposed to just shut the fuck up and lay down. Yeah, we were grounded for a reason. So those who are on this frequency was grounded. Like, and the grounded, us being sick, we were forced to be grounded in a certain way. Okay, it's no coincidence that so many of us was on that frequency. Now, yeah, all of us wasn't, and that's fine. We just wasn't on the same frequency, right? But those who was, it's okay to admit that I don't have it all together. It's okay to admit that I'm down bad right now. You know what I'm saying? Because so many people think that manifesting is, everything is always just so perfect and beautiful, and I got this together, and I do this, and I do that, but we can see through that shit. Yes, it came out of nowhere, girl. I was at the game, and literally at the game, all that jazz, then boom, I was out. I did the personal readings that night, got to bed, y'all, I had chills, and that's when it started, okay? Exactly. Yes. 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 So this was one of those tests, you know what I'm saying? Of, do you have a true balance of self? Do you have true balance of self? So all of that was about balancing self. Because listen, the next flow of leadership, we keep saying, is authenticity, y'all. It ain't that fake shit. Life is perfect. I did this, I did that. I'm telling y'all see how we kept finding out all them lifestyle people and vegan creators, they talk about how, oh, like this and like that. Baby, the motherfuckers was faking and lying for the gram. Okay? And so with those of us with our intuition increasing, we can see through that shit. So that's why authenticity is winning. And authenticity is literally you being honest with yourself, what you speak, how you speak. Not giving a fuck about the perception of other people of you. You got so many people who don't want to be seen as not understanding or know it at all. So they try to come across as if they're, you know what I'm saying? But it's just like, we all, that's the balance. And yes, you can stay confident in all of that and know that you still have areas of yourself. Even the deities, the gods and the goddesses had weaknesses, y'all. Even they had lower moments. What makes you above them? True gods and goddesses have that. Yep, that's both of the energy centers that was affected. Those are both of the energy spirits that was affected, okay? That was both of the energy levels that was affected. Because when you think about it, they work together and they keep all of this together. So us being down was the grounded energy, right? So now that you ain't doing nothing, all the other ones are forced to have to be dealt with and looked at. And the being set down could come in different ways. You know what I'm saying? It could be in the way of a job ain't going the way that you thought. It could be in the way of, you know, money not coming in the way it used to. It could be in the way of, you know, nothing going on in your community and you forced to stay at home. So it's one of those where the next 48 hours, a lot of this shit gonna be like it's gonna be present. King of Wands at the bottom of the deck. What's up in the next 48 hours? Three of Wands with exploration coming out. It's a lot of Aries energy out here. Aries and Aries, Aquarius, and Taurus. Because you had the Emperor and the Three of Wands, which are both Aries. Ace of Swords. For some reason, it's given Aquarius. And I know most will say, like, you know, Gemini, whatever the case is. But it's given Aquarius with the Princess of Swords coming out. With the success. At least with this deck. What's up with this exploration? Yeah, you about to be forced to explore another part of yourself. The old you is gone. I just heard the old me's dead and gone, dead and gone. Oh, oh. I've been traveling on this road too long. Trying to find my way back home. The homie's dead and gone, dead and gone. Whoa. Everything you've been looking for is on the other side of the new you. Everything that you have been praying for and hoping for is on the other side of the new you. The old definition of you and how you were going by. So the fact of me changing my name back, it's like a reincarnation energy. So an old energy is dying, and a reincarnation like bigger and better. I'm back and I'm better. I want you bad as ever. Don't let me just let up. Ah, okay. I want to give you better. Somebody so messed up. Be damned if I let them catch up. It's easy to see that you're fed up. I am on a whole nother level. Girl, he only fucked you over because you let him. It's a message in that. Okay? It's a message in that. It's a message in that. Girl, that man didn't deserve any effort. Do all I can just to show you special. Lately, I'm certain that your love and the other way. Lately, it's something I'm in if I gotta be sick of this guy. Get up, skirt, pick up the right. Left hand is steering, the other one is gripping your thigh. Do lavender. I would say try lavender. And do you smoke the mugwort? This is going into an energy of appreciation. You being appreciated, okay? An energy of appreciation because somebody didn't appreciate you when they had you. And that's retrograde energy. And this doesn't have to be romance, y'all. This could be family. This could be friends. This could be an old job. Okay? Okay? The Lover's coming out, y'all, in the Empress. Didn't I call the Empress out when I was talking about the Emperor? And look what just came out. Okay? So it's an energy in the old you that wasn't receiving your worth because the energy of the frequency wasn't aligned with the highest version. The old you is gone, baby. You got to let that old you go and accept this new frequency. There was something that you were still holding on to, grasping for life. You got to let it go, okay? You going to evolve from that associate's to your bachelor's or not? And I'm talking about in the spiritual realm, okay? I'm talking about in the spiritual realm. Are you ready to evolve into this new self? Okay? A old understanding gotta go. It gotta go. Alignment every time. Alignment every time. Alignment every time. What that thing is going to make itself clear. Okay? What that thing is going to make itself clear. You ain't going to be able to run from it because you're going to get triggered. You know what I'm saying? It's going to trigger you. And you're going to want to explain it. Or this is how you're going to know. You're going to try to make an excuse for it. So you're going to get triggered by something. And then you're going to be like, oh, well, you're going to try to make an excuse for that thing. Okay? That's how you're going to know what it is. You're going to try to overcompensate for it. Like over excuse, over talk over. And that's how you can always tell. A lot of times that is a key giveaway where people just talk when they talk too much. It's a giveaway. Because confidence doesn't talk too much. It's a certain level of how it shows up and how it shows up in that level. So with the Emperor and the Lovers coming out, and the fact that Tonks came out in 2 cards, okay, that's showing up a lot too, just in general with, you know, Tonks and her history. You know, Tonks was killed by her auntie. A lot of people don't know that that Bellatrix was her auntie. Harry was done wrong by his uncle and auntie. His auntie, biological auntie. Someone that you think would step in and love you as theirs if it all else fails, right? Because a lot of times aunties are, you know, they should be, it's like the second parent of some sort. But this is giving a vibe of, you need to understand when a person's core doesn't align with you. Yep, Symbol's uncle. Yep. If someone's vision don't align with you, it just don't align with you. And a lot of times it be your own people, because they're the ones who a lot of times have a lot of unspoken connections to you. And the comparison of things, right? You're in the same bloodline. And don't let you be doing something that they want, that they always wanted, they felt was supposed to be theirs. Okay? They don't care who you are. It's a spirit. And this is just giving a vibe of, you need to know the spirit. Don't worry about the people and the person. You need to be familiar with the spirit. See people as spirits. See them as spirits. Not as a person, but as a spirit. Who are they as a spirit? Detached from the physical. Okay, the physical, a lot of times it's, and I got this message that I wrote down. It was another, this is an ancestor message that I got, that I wrote down, that I was going to channel, of trickster energy. Trickster energy. What they say, a wolf in sheep's clothing. Okay, the spirit is a wolf, but on the outside it looks like a sheep. Same symbolism. The mockingbirds, for example, here, I've talked about this before. They're the wolves in sheep clothing when it comes to the birds. So you hear, they take the sound and the chirping noises and the songs of other birds and they repeat it. It's not their sound. It's not their song. It's another bird's song. So that's how they can sound like the crows, or they can sound like the cardinals. They take on the sound similar to parrots. If you don't believe me, look it up. That's why they got their name. So there's the energy of trickster energy. Because if I'm laying down with my eyes closed, and you know, you can hear a bird outside, you're thinking, oh, it's a cardinal singing. And then you go outside, it's a whole motherfucking mockingbird. It ain't no cardinal, it's a mockingbird. Trickster energy. I can't tell you how many times I've heard a motherfucking mockingbird sound like a crow. I'm thinking it's a crow. I look out, it's a mockingbird. But you know one thing? I never heard them imitate the ducks and the geese. I've never heard them imitate the ducks and the geese. And I think a lot of it's because they don't have access to the ducks and the geese. The ducks and geese don't let them around them. They can only copy what they're around. They can only take the sound and the energy of what is around them and their surroundings. Okay? So this may be something that you're noticing about a person, that it may make itself apparent to you of after your time away from them, noticing like they lose their spark. You know, you ever notice that where people lose their spark when you lead a life, or like you lose your access to them? Like they used to be, you know, we see that a lot where, you know what I'm saying, they got all this clout, like everybody like, you know, boom, 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 they getting attention, all that jazz. But it's because they were attached to and around energies that gave them the attention. But then when you pull back and they don't have access to that same attention, they don't have that same clout. And those are the people who you see come out with tell-all books and shit. They be making videos about the people because that's the only way they can stay connected to their energy, because they don't have access to it anymore. So they have to do or say something to have access to that energy. Going back to what I told y'all I saw on the TikTok stuff, you know, in what world is it right to go in someone's space and advertise yourself if they didn't give you permission to do it? And you can't, you're not slick. So I don't know why people be going to people places trying to be slick about it. You can't be slick with that. Not to somebody who's tapped in. They know what you're doing. And it's like, never think you bigger than the program of somebody else's program, okay? This ain't your solo performance. This ain't your solo performance. Go create your own solo performance. Go practice your own solo performance, okay? That's what this is giving. Like, and so you're going to see. You're going to see. And I'm going to just leave it at that. You're going to see. Where people just start falling apart because they were sucking the life force out of a person. We see that with a lot of, you know, celebrities and things of that nature too, when they may break up or divorce or whatever the case is. It's like once that relationship ends, you know who was the energy source. You know who it is. Because the one who was the energy source, the other one is going to be coming at them. They ain't coming at them. They're going to be coming at them, picking at them, trying to be in their energy, trying to touch to them because they lost their energy source. They lost their generator. There's someone who lost their generator. You know? Anything else, Spirit? I feel like that's what this clearing energy is about. You know, with the storms and the rain and the, you know, everything of what was going on. Like, some of you all may have noticed who wasn't there for you when you was down. You said you was sick and they ain't even check on you. They let it slide. Like, you need to know the place that people play in your life. And I don't care what nobody say. Everybody got something going on in their life. No, I'm sorry. If your life to the point where you know that someone ain't feeling good, you can't check in on them. Come on now. You're not about to gaslight. We're not about to gaslight. We're not about to gaslight. Okay? They got time and energy for, you know what I'm saying? Same thing of what I always like to say when they like to make excuses for why parents don't go to teacher-parent conference and stuff no more. Baby, they be all on Facebook. Oh, well, you know, they're in poverty, and because they're in poverty, they're stressed out, and we can't. We need to stop making fucking excuses. A lot of our ancestors was in poverty, and they didn't make dumb decisions. They still was very active in their child's life. They still were trying to identify how their child can be better. It didn't make them not want their child to be great. If anything, it made them push their child to be better than them. Okay? So let's sit and acknowledge that a lot of these fucking parents are fuck parents. They're not good parents. And they shouldn't have had kids. So I don't know if somebody gonna show their true colors as a parent in the next 48 hours, but it's somebody around you that is not a good motherfucking parent. And you gonna see that. And don't trust nobody who is not a good parent to their child. They can't be a good friend, baby. Okay? I don't care what nobody say. And that's what that Casey Anthony stuff was bringing about when she popped back up again. Okay? That's the energy she came with in this bitch. People that neglect their own seed for a hit of fun. For a hit of... No. 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 Ignore their child because they chasing after a man. Okay? Because that man mad at you and all this other jazz, so now you mad at your kids. You on Facebook sharing all the memes and shit, and your kids out in the living room on a video game. If you don't get your ass up and go in that living room and find some joy with your kids, okay? Get the fuck up. That's what Spirit is trying to teach you right now. You putting your energy into some shit that you ain't supposed to be putting it in. Go focus your energy on what the fuck you can control, what you brought in this world, the responsibilities that you signed up for. And watch your life change. That same energy you put in wanting a soulmate and a lover, put that shit in the responsibilities that you did have control over. Okay? You're going to be seeing somebody in your life who on this bullshit in the next 48 hours. And Spirit is saying, yes, you need to judge that connection. Okay? Yes, you need to judge that connection. Okay? Because they showing you who they are with their responsibilities. You got the Hierophant coming out in reverse with Taurus energy. The Three of Swords with Libra. Six of Swords with Aquarius. Justice with Libra. Three of Cups with Cancer. Temperance with Sagittarius. Give me one more. And then the Emperor with Aries. You got people who will run from their own responsibilities to go hang out. Oh, I'm stressed out. What you been putting your energy to? What you been putting your energy to? Okay? You been scrolling on the internet? You been allowing that man or that woman to stress you out? What can you put your energy into that expands and grows? Invest in a fucking child. You got a child in your life. Invest in that child. Invest energy into that child. I bet you won't be feeling so stressed out and needing to get away. Okay? I've never seen so many parents needing to get away from a child that they don't even really be fucking raising. Let's keep it real. The TV raise them. The tablets raise them. Oh, you don't understand parenthood because you're not a parent. Miss me with that. Miss me with that. It's a responsibility you chose. You could never make me give an excuse for that. You chose this responsibility. You chose this. So are you telling me that you made a decision that wasn't a smart decision there? So what you're telling me is that you don't make smart decisions then. That you don't know how to find balance. Okay? You don't want to take the responsibility of a child? Don't fucking have it. Oh, accidents happen. Miss me with the shit. Miss me with the shit. Okay? Put that motherfucking condom on. Put a female condom on. Track your cycle. And if your cycle ain't in order, get your body in order before you start fucking. You can never give me an example, because why the fuck you fucking if your body ain't in order? So you passing along dysfunction? You still making immature decisions? Because that's all you're telling me right now, is that you make decisions without thinking. We can't keep making excuses for shit. And people gonna be seen for the excuses that they be fucking making. Put things in order and in play to help you. Use the resources that are out there. But a lot of people are tired because they're mentally tired. So it makes their body more physically tired. Work on that mental and that spiritual. Okay? We be putting our mental and our spiritual into things that can't benefit or grow us in anything. It's taking from us. All of this depression and stuff is engineered. This is created, baby. It's a business. That was a heavy ass message. I don't even want to read it no more. Because I know the parents going to get mad at me. A lot of them going to get mad at me because they're going to say I was insensitive and I'm not thinking. I'm talking because I'm not a parent and I've never been in their shoes and all this other stuff. And that's the fucking problem now, because people just want someone to coddle them. They don't want real fucking answers and solutions. They just want someone to coddle them and tell them, I understand. Lay on my chest. You can cry, get it out. People really don't be wanting solutions. And that's something that I learned as a healer and working in hypnotherapy. Because when it comes to it, you got to want the solution. You got to want a different outcome. So for example, someone can have a life-threatening disease, right? I truly believe we can turn that around. But the problem is that a lot of people start connecting their identity to that life-threatening disease. Okay? They start identifying with that disease. So in order to get out of that disease, they have to stop identifying with it. They have to stop saying, I am, and I have these issues, and this happens to me. And you got to stop identifying with that. You literally start becoming that. You start becoming it. And so when it comes to healing, it starts here. A lot of times we stay sick because we are now perpetuating the illness. That's why slavery now is psychological. We're no longer in physical slavery, it's psychological. We maintain the system. Mentally, we maintain the system mentally because people are psychologically in prison. So that's why now parents are deadbeat parents. Them same parents where kids literally had to walk a half a mile to the main road so that they can get on the back of a truck to go to school. People really had to do that, y'all. They cared about education that much. So yeah, we do be lazy. We do. Society has made us a lazy people. A lazy people and a people who feel like we are due and owed everything. Okay? We reward dysfunction. I don't care what nobody say. We reward dysfunction. Our country rewards it. And so that's why we got so many people upset with a lot of shit, because they don't realize how dysfunctional it was, because they're used to the dysfunction. Because a lot of people really don't want change. They just want to keep complaining. They want things to complain. Okay? And that's the true reality. In the next 48 hours, you may see that about someone. They just want to fucking complain. You said the autocorrect. Not the autocorrect, the app. You're going to be seeing that there's someone around you who just want to complain. They don't want a solution. Don't waste your time. Don't waste your time. You already wasted years. You already wasted